Think about a time you developed a new skill. Maybe you learned how to speak a new language or play a musical instrument. How could you tell how you were doing? Most likely, someone else gave you insight into your performance so you could improve. This is the power of feedback. It helps you identify opportunities for growth that you might not see on your own. Our research shows that feedback is one of the most important things a manager can give a team member to support growth and development. Most managers know this intuitively. What's more challenging is identifying what exactly makes feedback work. At Google, we emphasize 3 key qualities of effective feedback in manager training. Ask yourself, is my feedback actionable? In other words, does it help a team member take concrete steps towards a solution? Is it timely? Have you delivered it when it's most relevant, as soon as possible, and not days or weeks later? Is it specific? Does it detail the moment or action and impact so the team member understands what went right or wrong? Now, let me tell you about the Situation, Behavior, Impact, or SBI model, which can help you share feedback in a structured way. It's a simple and direct method. You capture and clarify the situation, describe the specific behaviors observed, and explain the impact that the person's behavior had. Let's look at an example. During yesterday's meeting to plan the product launch, I noticed that you proposed some new feature ideas that weren't part of our original plan. While the ideas were good, bringing them up at this late stage surprised people and made them wonder if you were suggesting that we try to add those features in the 2 days before launch. As a result, we spent more time talking about those features that won't be in the release than the features that will. Notice how this example uses the SBI model. It identifies the situation, yesterday's meeting, describes the behavior, presenting unplanned feature ideas, and shares the impact, confusion, and time spent discussing unfeasible ideas. You might feel anxious about giving feedback, and that's completely natural. Use the Situation, Behavior, Impact model, and remember that your feedback is valuable. Team members rely on it to be successful. Another important tip: avoid statements that could seem like they're about a team member's personality, character, or personal traits. Also, avoid giving feedback that is not related to the role and responsibilities of the person's job. For example, imagine someone who often interrupts or speaks over members of the team, especially when the team is presenting to senior leaders. After a meeting, you might be tempted to say, "It seems like you really like to grab all the attention." But giving feedback this way is likely to make the person defensive, which could undermine your effort to improve the situation. A better way to bring this up would be to use the SBI model. "Hey, I'm noticing that you have a lot of great ideas in our meetings, but when you interrupt people to share them, other people can't get their ideas across. I want to make sure everyone has the chance to share thoughtfully, including you. How could we make sure that everyone has a chance to participate?" This approach is more productive because you focus on facts about the behavior and its impact, not comments or judgments that might make the person feel defensive. After sharing your feedback, pause and listen. Give the team member time to reflect on their actions and encourage them to share their thoughts, feelings, and any additional context. This helps you understand their reasoning and shows that you value their perspective, building trust in the process. We've been talking a lot about feedback to help people change behaviors that aren't working well. But you can also use feedback to encourage the behaviors that make your team members exceptional. When you give positive feedback, people feel energized and can apply that energy to make changes for improvement. You can use the same Situation, Behavior, Impact model to structure positive feedback so the person really understands what they did well and how to do it again. You can also give people on your team more visibility by sharing positive recognition with other managers and relevant senior leaders. Noticing what's going well shows the team member that you are paying attention, that you understand the work, and that you care. This builds a foundation of trust, which makes it easier when you need to bring up a potentially challenging piece of feedback in the future. With practice, you'll be more comfortable giving feedback and better equipped to drive your team's success. Take a moment to consider feedback that you'd like to give. How could you use the situation, behavior, impact model to share the feedback? Take a few minutes now to jot down your notes.